looked at hundreds and hundreds of funds. And I selected 22 different mutual funds to invest some of my mother's money into. And a few years later, when I checked the results, only 7 of the 22, less than a third, had beaten the stock market average. And not only that, because actively managed funds tend to buy and sell more often than, let's say, index funds, it created more capital gains, which meant a higher tax liability for my mother. Ooh, you should have heard her scream when she heard that. It was not pleasant. I have come to the conclusion there is no crystal ball. We cannot predict the future of any mutual fund by judging its past performance. Investing. I say you can do this. And I say this because I believe that you don't have to be super smart to be a good investor. As a matter of fact, Warren Buffett wrote several years ago that IQ was not the primary consideration as far as being a good investor, but rather it was the ability to separate your emotions from logical, rational thinking that was much more important. Heck, I'll be the first to admit I'm not the smartest guy in the world. When I met my ex-wife many years ago, we got to talking and she mentioned to me that she graduated from college, summa cum laude. And then she mentioned to me that her sister graduated college cum laude. And then she said, what about you? I said, I graduated cum quad. She married me anyway. But let's just hold up 1 minute. To summarize, high fees and expenses are killers when it comes to investing. And secondly, it's almost impossible to beat the average return of the stock market over the long term. There's an 85-year-old investor in Omaha who likes to drink cherry Coca-Cola who once wrote, the goal of the non-professional should not be to pick winners, but should rather be to own a cross-section of businesses that in aggregate are bound to do well. A low-cost S&P 500 index fund will achieve this goal. Those are the words of Warren Buffett. Now, for those of you who would like to get emailed to you the pertinent points in my new book, Core Investing, which is right here, just give me your contact information after the meeting and I will email that to you free of charge. By the way, this new book of mine, Core Investing, this book is a million seller, so to speak. I've got 1 million copies and they're all in my cellar. So I encourage you to buy. I want to thank Linda for inviting me tonight and all of you for being such a wonderful audience. In closing, remember William Bernstein's words, whether you know it or not, Wall Street wants to steal your future. But in studying some of these things, I realized it doesn't have to be that way. My future's up to me, not Wall Street. I prefer Shakespeare, who wrote, the fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. Let's not leave our futures up to the stars or Wall Street. Our futures are up to you and me. Thank you.